Hello world, what's going on? Of course, this is me, Paige Diamond. The point of it all, I was being lazy on this vlog. I can say that and say that I did not want to really write about this. I really wanted to speak to you because I think that a lot of times we get so caught up in the hype of a situation that we lose the message and we lose what it is that we're supposed to get out of certain interactions or certain acquaintances or activities or associations. So the point of this is really to broaden your perspective of who I am and why I do what I do. First off, hip-hop culture forever, since it's been in existence, has been the language and the culture of the downtrodden, of the underdog, and it's a struggle. Hip hop culture, it resonates struggle. That's why it is universal, because the underdogs, those who have struggled, those who have never been heard, have all grabbed onto hip hop because that is how they are able to be heard. Hence the reason why I have hip hop in front of sexpert. I know it's an unlikely combination. I hear it a lot, like hip hop sexpert, or sometimes people think it's hip hop's expert. No, that's definitely not what it is. But my purpose, I think that everybody in their life should have a mission statement. If you don't have a mission statement for your life, you might want to sit back and reevaluate what you're doing with your life. A lot of us get caught up in, just staying above float, keeping our head above water, getting our bills paid, looking fly, eating good, driving nice. We get caught up in that and think that that's all that there is to offer life itself. But in the midst of doing that, we don't educate ourselves. I'm very, very big on self-efficiency and to actually be able to be sexually literate. I think that that is something that is pertinent to being an adult, being a human being. Sexual health is your human right. I stress that a lot because I am not only a advocate of safe sex, but I'm also a sex positive advocate. I think that that is something that we need to understand and really get a gist of. It's been 2 months since I canceled my show, The Sensual Cipher, that was on Blog Talk Radio. In that year that I did the show, I saw where there's a need for dialogue about sexuality for my generation and for my gender, as well as for my culture, my race. Okay, and there's something about people that don't want you to look out for those who look like you. There's something about us that we don't want to do that. And I mean, black people, we don't want to do that. We want to be universal. Well, you can't be universal and not know who the hell you are and not understand your own psychosis, your own mentality, why your culture, why your peers are experiencing things that they're experiencing, and why we relate to the way that we relate to each other with such disrespect and disdain. And then say you want to be universal. You can't be universal and we are the world with everybody else if you are not. You ain't the world within yourself, and I think that is a problem that it's like a two-ness. W.E.B. Du Bois talked about it in The Souls of Black Folk. There's a two-ness where African Americans, they struggle to be their African self or to be black and also be American. That is something that we have to get over that shit, literally. So my job, my mission, my path is to shed light, to be the voice of the underdog, to be the voice of my generation who is thought to be nothing but crazy about money, clothes, hoes, fame, sex. That's what my generation is looked at upon as, just being obsessed with those things but not having any substance. I want to be a beacon of light for my generation, to leave a legacy behind, because this is something that is killing us. Sex is life, and life or death, literally. And I think it's time that we get a reality check. We need to get to the bottom of why we don't like to wear condoms. Why are we so quick to have an abortion? Why women are not using their ability to negotiate, safe sex, A lot of different things, why we point the finger, why we can't stand each other. You hear it all the time. Oh, well, men are this and women are that. What's going on with us? We're getting more and more divided amongst ourselves, and everybody is all about self. You know, I fuck you, I'm gonna do me, I gotta get this money, I don't wanna hear what you talking about, you know, da 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 da. That's the problem. There's no humanity, man. We're not humane to other people's in their conditions. If just because it doesn't affect you directly, it all comes back to you. So the point of it all is this: self-education. Give a fuck about yourself. Because whether you like it or not, sexuality is a major part of who you are. It's how you got here. And it's how your children are going to get here, if you choose to have some. You know, this is something that is major, and it crosses a lot of different spectrums. It's not just about intercourse. We need to understand what sexuality is, its importance, and incorporate that into our health, the health of our well-being, our knowledge of self. So, peace, passion, and pleasure. I'm out.